Okay, I'm live here. I'm going to try to keep this quiet. Hopefully the dogs will be quiet for a little bit. I will not be answering any questions in the chat right now. I'm going to make this quick. It has been a brutal couple of days. Miss Tammy went to the hospital. She is hurting, so the queen is really having a tough time. She's had no sleep over the last 4 days. I don't think either have I. That's why we didn't tape any games or do anything. It's just been a struggle, along with doing the live 30-hour marathon, trying to make sure that we had coverage to watch her. We kind of stretched ourselves a little thin. So just to let everybody know, unfortunately, there probably will be no War and Pieces or Painting with Rob live this week. We're going to take some time to try to get her. She's been to the doctor 3 times, the hospital once, and there's really nothing they can do, and she's just getting worse. So we're doing the best we can here. I'm pretty much out of it. A couple things I wanted to handle. First of all, I made an apology on the Dice Tower, and I'll make an apology here. If anybody was offended by what I said, see the video on the Dice Tower. I think you'll understand what happened. Personally, I try to... I think anybody that watches this channel knows how much we do for a lot of people, and we use the Patron money to help people and give back to the community. At no time do I consider myself, as certain letters had said, that now they know how I really am. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet, but I may not be as eloquent as I could, and I used a word that basically I've been called a good part of my life, and just didn't think of it. Did I feel bad for it? Absolutely. So for me, it was very difficult, and if any of you out there were offended, I apologize, but I'm sure nobody will stand up and apologize for some of the crappy emails I get, because I may get 100, but I get 200 nasty ones. Nobody will apologize for that. Maybe I should read those. Maybe I should go through some of the comments that are nasty. The internet wants to try to hit you and try to weaken you, but it won't. My focus right now is on my wife and her well-being, and just trying to get her better. Will I be back? Oh, absolutely. I'm going to try to put up whatever content I can. Today, maybe just video games. You see, that's the one thing about board games that are kind of hard. You have to set them up. And there's a lot into taping them, where you can just turn a video game on and play while she's laying there and trying to get some rest. The poor woman hasn't slept in a while, and she's not doing well. She's not getting any better. So that's why I'm talking so softly. So hopefully this is picking up well enough, and I'm getting my message across. The other thing I regret was with the Meeple challenge thing. I was trying to raise some money. I don't regret saying the Man versus Meeple thing. It was strictly a whole gimmick thing that I was doing. It's when I got rolling into that, kind of making it look like I was some kind of heel or bad guy or something. When I said 2 punks behind the desk, and that I regret. I don't think they are. Nobody said anything about it, but it's something that's been on my mind for the last couple of days and has really, really bothered me quite a bit. I don't know those guys. The first time I ever met them was at BGG Con, and it was for like 5 minutes. They were more interested in talking to publishers and Tom and those guys, people that matter, that can do something for them. Did they seem like nice people? I think I've seen as much of their channel as much as how long this video will be. Maybe 10 minutes at most. They weren't bad to me, and I wasn't bad to them, so they're not punks. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. The thing was just kind of a whole gimmick, me breaking a Meeple. Well, this is a real man versus Meeple, just having some fun with it. And I came across a little too rough, I think, and I felt horrible about it. That's the other thing, and of course the retarded comment, which, I mean, if you watch that thing, you could just see it on my face how horrible I felt and how stupid I felt for saying that. But take a look at the Dice Tower video, and I made a public apology there. Now, whether or not I'll be on the Dice Tower anymore, well, that's up to everybody else. But if Tom gets enough negative stuff, I won't be there. And that's okay, because I'm expendable. None of the real contributors there, would have to go through this kind of thing. But Tom, now, in all honesty, Tom said nothing. It was a letter I got. I felt bad about it. And the way the letter was written, was basically calling for my head. And if he makes that decision, so be it. But I felt it was necessary to, one letter too much is one letter too much. And that's the way I feel about it. And it was something that somebody felt strongly about. And I agree with it. I felt horrible about it. You can see it on my face. The second time when everybody screamed to have that game played again, I really didn't want to be a part of it. But fortunately, I was on Z's team, and we always laugh about things and have a good time, and so I said, okay, just shut your mouth and don't say anything. And of course we lost horribly because of me. But I felt bad for everybody in there. They tried to laugh it off. They weren't laughing it off. They just didn't want, I think they didn't want to completely dull down the mood of what was supposed to be a positive experience for 30 hours. Of course, what didn't help, I was bouncing back and forth. I'd leave and fly home. Trying to make sure that she was all right. Justin would come down for a few hours. He probably would have stayed a lot longer, but he just wanted to check on her. I took the weekend shift, and she just got worse, and we took her to the hospital. They could do nothing for her, but to see her suffer the way she's suffering, it's absolutely heart-wrenching. Now, the other thing is, when I got home, as you can see, I've had no sleep whatsoever for the entire weekend. So I drew everything instead of making it a long, drawn-out process. I don't have time to tape anything. People are sleeping right now, so I'm trying to get this in. So we are going to go from 20 to 1. And first of all, let's just thank everybody for contributing to the Patron. This month, I've sent out $800 to a family whose daughter is very, very sick, and the gentleman is laid off currently. So $800 of the Patron money went to help them pay their mortgage for 1 month. We've sent another $700 to a family whose wife is a big gamer, and she broke her leg and isn't able to work, and they are going to lose their car. So we paid 2 months of car payment until she can get back on her feet. I confirmed all this stuff, so I just want you to know that's where $1,500 of the Patron. Thanks to people's donations, I was able to, of games, I was able to complete next month's gaming list to a degree, which I will announce this coming weekend. And they helped free up, so I only had to spend about $300 or $400 for games for next month. patrons. So we've got a lot of really good stuff. So I think you guys will be very happy with what we have going forward. So let's read off some of this list. Number 20, the Rivet Wars painted set, Patron. 19, the Painted Battle Lore 2nd Edition, Mike Fredrickson. 18, the Painted War Quest, David Lewis. Sedition Wars, Justin Orton. Sounds like Justin, our Justin Orton. Doom Painted, that edition that I painted, Will Britt. Conan Painted, Pete Allen. Boss Monster 2, Don Walker. Preactor or something like that, Jim Sheridan. Wrath of Rashalon, Brian Bush. The Others Painted, Sheila Meyer. Mechs and Minions, Tony Allamore. Rebellion Painted, Randy Moore. Munchkin, Paul Hillard. Doomtown, Beth Olson. Royals, Devon Gunter. Monstrous, Jason Brock. Chaos Ball, Robert Mayer, Mair. Zombies Keep Out, Travis Clark. Forbidden Stars, Robert Stevens. And the mother of all, the $1,500 Small World Collector's Edition painted by me, Felix Ramirez. I got a feeling that that's overseas. Boy. Wow. That's going to cost me shipping. But, hey, that's okay. So, that's all the names. What time's this time marked? So I'll say at the 13-minute mark, I'll write in the comments just so I don't have to fill all this in. That's the way that'll go. So those are the winners of this month's Patron. Next month, hopefully we'll be back to normal where we can do drawings. That's the way that'll go. Hopefully, if she's able to get some rest and I'm able to get her settled, I might do some Dragon Quest Builder on PlayStation 4 just to have some content this week. So hopefully, we'll be able to do that, or maybe we'll do some more Heim on the PlayStation 4. I've got to see how things go and just take things a moment at a time. I've got to run this household, and I'm sure that Charles says, well, better luck next month for us. There's a lot of great things. There's a lot of great things coming next month's Patron. I think it's actually better than this month's. It just keeps on getting better, and we just keep on doing more and more things, and we're able to do a lot of cool things. Casey, I think I'm able to do the drawings a lot quicker and not draw them out. I like to draw in front of everybody, and but there just wasn't enough time. I'll take some questions here real quick. And we'll take it from there. My dogs are thirsty. Yes, they are. Best wishes to your family, Rob. Try to keep up your spirits. Yeah, it's been a bit of a battle. She's just so sick. She's not. I mean, when you hear her cough, it's like nails on a chalkboard. And she's in so much pain. I've never seen her in this kind of pain. She says, it was so bad that, she was just saying she just can't take it anymore. And I don't blame her. We've taken her to everybody that we could possibly take her. And they don't have any answers for us. So, she's just getting worse each and every day. So she's sleeping. So hopefully This will get better. Uh, let's see if there's any questions here. Jay Rodriguez, as for myself, I fully support the good stuff you put on the Dice Tower and this channel. Thank you. Yeah, let's move on. Well, I just wanted to make sure that people know some of the things that I feel. I think it's been a rough couple days for me. You know, there's incredible highs on the YouTube's channel, and then you have low moments, and this is just one of those low moments, and everything will be fine. I mean, it's not going to stop me from doing what I do here. I'm going to keep on doing what I do here. I do need to concentrate on her getting better and just trying to keep things running and moving forward here. I was hoping to do a lot more over the long weekend, but it's just not possible. If I've got to send a letter out to Gutshot Games, I've got to get a hold of them and just let them know what my time frame for doing something for them. I have a few commitments that I have to take care of, but I've just got to figure out how to squeeze those in. But we'll be, hopefully she gets better. We'll be back to where we need to be next week. We'll see how it goes. I work with people diagnosed with disabilities. There are far worse things people are called. I'd be okay with you using a little of the Patron money I send to helping out gamers with special needs. I've helped a lot of special needs people. I think you'd be shocked at how much I've done, and done even before the Patron. There's been no end to the things that I've been able to do. Whether I've taken it out of my own pocket, which I have more than anything, but you know, I'm not here to, hey, look at me, I'm a good guy. It's when somebody says that, oh, well, now we figure that, you know, this is the real Rob, he's some bad guy or something like that. That I don't think is fair. Do I think, hey, we're all weak in some way. We all have weaknesses. But to sit behind a keyboard and think you're better than me, well, I got news for you. Maybe this is a bit of a shoot, as we say. You want to know something? I don't put myself higher than anybody, even though I carry myself with an enormous amount of pride. I don't back up to anybody. I don't expect to be better than anybody. I try to help people more than I do harm people. If you've seen the things I've done in my lifetime, maybe you will understand why I do the things I do. But to think that I'm going to back up one bit to anybody, nah, that's not me. I don't apologize unless I feel that, you know, embarrassed over something or something that's come out of my mouth. We all make mistakes. I don't care who you are. Rob makes so much noise with this unpadded box normally. Huh? I don't follow that one, Espen. I'm sorry. So glad to hear how some of the Patron money went out. I think we always tell people. A lot of people have received games that I try to keep private, that I've sent out. We've tried to do a lot of good, positive things. So glad to hear how some of the Patron money. Okay, don't worry about content for the channel. You and the family get better. God knows you can watch Justin's channel. Preferred this way, quick and easy and done. And my ears don't hurt from the little rattle. Oh, that's right. Rattle. Well, I fixed that, believe it or not. I fixed that. Prayers and positive energy for the Queen. Thank you. Things will work out, Rob. Family first. Thank you. Hang in there, Rob. Thoughts and prayers. Thank you, Larry. Robert, how are you? Hey, Rob. Glad to catch you in my lunch break. Kurt, how are you? So, I think it was the box when you did your drawings. We've made a new box. It's out in the studio, or else I would show it to you. We made a new box. Sparrowmine, hi Rob, sorry to hear you are having a rough time. My thoughts are with you and your family. Thank you so much. More importantly, that they're with her. I mean, it seems like the last couple of weeks, that's all I've done is come on here and say how sick she is. And she's been sick for over a month now, and I just don't think they know what's wrong with her, and it's got me a little worried. So, don't worry about us. We've got things well in hand. I just need to make sure that I'm able to do things, and when I'm able to fit in things like Feast of Odin and a Colonist, which I'm looking forward to doing, and Legends Andor with Janice and everything like that, we'll get to it, and we'll do the best we can to get the things done and really keep the channel going. We want to keep the channel growing, of course. If we don't, hey, what are you going to do? But we'll do the best we can, and that's all we can do. So I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. Again, the man versus Meeple thing, nothing was said. Nothing was said whatsoever. It's something I felt bad about. I didn't feel bad about how I did it. It's what I said afterwards when you get your adrenaline all going and your hand all busted up like I did. And, you had to channel a lot of anger to break that 1-inch pine thing. And when I was running my mouth, I was just thinking, okay, go wrestling promo. And of course, to call them punks, it was just totally wrong on my part. Everything else I don't apologize for. But calling them two punks when I don't even really know the guys, I felt bad about that. So that's it from here. We will do the best we can to get things back to normal. The most important thing is to to get the queen of all reality back to her little bebop self. Even I was looking at that video that she did where she did the question and answers. That's just not how she looks. I mean, when she walks into a room, she lights it up, and she's probably one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my entire life. And to see her looking that way, it just the last 6-7 weeks, she's been very, very sick, and that girl's my whole life. So that along with everybody that's underneath this roof, and all the strays we take in, kids and everything else we take in, we've tried our best to be good people. And sometimes in life, it's like an apple. Sometimes it's up, and sometimes they hit the ground. It's the law of gravity, and that's just the way life is. You have your good moments and your bad moments. It's how you handle them and how you keep going forward is what makes the difference in life and defines who you are. With that said, all the best. Again, I will try to get on later on and maybe do a little PC gaming, because that's easy to break down and put together. As you can see, we've shortened the table up. Oops, we'll just zoom this over here real quick. And you can see the list of stuff that we have planned to do at some point here. And some of the work that we want to get done. But right now, it's got to take a back seat until we can get people where they need to be. And just real quick, I hit that. I want to show you what's coming up. I've got to get this squared away quickly. I'm going to be doing something. Hopefully, this has to take high priority before everything. And it's something somebody sent that I need to get back to them, because I'm going to be painting some of this. But this is actually Headhunters. It's going to be a Kickstarter that's coming. Very cool little game where this is the figures right here, but all their rules and dice and everything fit in their heads. They have like all these special cards, and the rulers and the dice are all in their little heads. And I think it is the most awesome thing. I saw it at Gen Con, and I just was a big component of it. And this week at some point, hopefully, I will have time, because I promised him I would paint these weapons. So I'm really looking forward to doing that and debuting that for him. and maybe even giving this a good crack. But I have to get things family-wise under control. So, Gutshot Games, if you have a chance, do me a favor, send me a quick email, or because I'll have you give me a call. I just haven't been here as much as I should have to take care of things, and I promise you we will get it done this week. Very cool. We have 2 of them. Hopefully we can give this a good crack. So now that is really it. As you can see, that's on the table here to be done, and we'll be promoing that. And then I really want to do a better job with that Field Commander Napoleon. It was kind of rushed and turned into another question and answer thing over the whole Cosmic Encounter disaster. It's just been a rough couple days. So, with that said, thanks so much for watching this, guys. Thank you, and we will talk to you soon.